Cinema in minutes. In today's video, we will be going through a war drama film entitled WarWitch. There will be spoilers ahead, chill out and enjoy. The movie begins with Kimona, a 12-year-old girl, getting abducted by the Great Tiger Rebel when she and her family live in a tiny, isolated village. She is one of the children being forced into murdering their parents as part of the notorious terrorist group. The leader gives her the rifle and orders her to kill her parents. He scares Kimona into torturing her parents if she refuses. Kimona's father tells her to obey the leader. Then the firing explodes. Kimona and other village children are being sent to another remote island to be trained as terrorists. The rebels encourage them to respect and cherish their firearms as if they were people. Kimona and other children are compelled to fight the state. She is tortured and overworked by lugging hefty weaponry, jumping from peaks to peaks in quest of food and targets. Kimona learns to suppress her tears or face harsh punishment from the leader. On the same day, the rebels give each child a real gun. This time the rebels sing as they distribute the guns. It's nearly a tradition. Each child then discharges their weapon to prove they are a Great Tiger Rebel. Food and water, on the other hand, are in scarcity. Only a gulp of rainwater from the tree is given to Kimona and the other children. While on the hunt for an enemy, Kimona is experiencing nausea. As a spy, she's making her way ahead. After a while, she gently peeks out from behind the tree and is startled by the sight of two white, unknown beings kneeling there. She goes into a panic. Suddenly, one of the white beings yells at her to run. After then, gunfire erupts in all directions. It took her a while to understand that soldiers are around her and the members of Great Tiger Rebels. The subsequent shooting has killed several of her troops. Kimona is now aware that drinking the tree's water has led her to see ghosts. She sees them everywhere since they arrived. Other than the Great Tiger Rebels, Kimona is her village's only survivor. What just happened enrages the leader. He knows Kimona is a witch in an instant. The rebels want her because they think she has special abilities. The ghosts defend Kimona from the government soldiers. Meanwhile, the Great Tiger Rebels have returned from their village of refuge. Kimona was just 13 at the time. A rebel member chants as they approach the town, saying they have brought a witch to help them defend and fight government forces. They are greeted by rebels chanting and dancing in joy. Kimona is walking about when he observes a man from a tall building peering at them. He is the general. Kimona has been brought to him to help the squad in future fights. The Great Tiger Rebels call Kimona a war witch for her impact on the uprising. The general greeted Kimona and asked whether she could really locate government soldiers lurking in the woods. Kimona nods. The general gives Kimona a gift. A powerful gun that the general has treasured for many years and values highly. The general inscribed symbols on the weapon. It is clearly ancient but strong. The Great Tiger Rebels camp is now occupied by rebels sorting black stones from a basin known as coltan. It is unclear to Kimona why they are doing this because she has no clue what a coltan is capable of. Kimona comes to the conclusion that she believes it is an essential factor that has a connection to the war against the soldiers of the government. One day, Kimona recalls witnessing a rebel who had stolen a coltan. The rebels punished the thief by digging trenches in the ground and burying the culprit except for his head, which was later discovered. Over the course of 3 days, the thief became caught in the hole and died with its jaws open. The Great Tiger Rebels load the coltan into the truck. The rebel slaves are also digging and sorting black stones. Rebels are on the lookout for anybody trying to steal from them again. When a rebel noticed Kimona slumped, he beat her. The magician fires his weapon. The rebels have stopped attacking Kimona. The magician urges him not to injure the Great Tiger Rebel's witch. The rebel then exits, trying to harm Kimona when she becomes the Great Tiger Rebels, which would result in disaster. Kimona is recognized as a special asset. Some say Kimona is the key to overthrowing the government. The rebels, on the other hand, are relaxing on an abandoned bus while watching a movie. After a short time, the general orders them to move and prepare for a strike on the adjacent soldiers. As anticipated, Kimona correctly forecasted the troops' whereabouts. After that, the rebels have a celebration to celebrate their win against the government soldiers. The rebels' village celebrates their triumph by firing their guns into the air. To be lauded and worshipped by the Great Tiger Rebels. Everyone adores her and worships her like a goddess. Rebels celebrate their win on the outskirts of town. After the party, the magician and the people meet. He's narrating a story about the Great Tiger Rebels. Meanwhile, the general is yelling at a rebel. Soon after, he shoots the member, shocking Kimona. Kimona is about to fall off when she observes a ritual in the other tent. She sees the magician. Strange chicken feet hanging from the tent's corner catch Kimona's eye. She asked what it was for. The magician says it's a protection against ancestral monsters. The magician gives Kimona a protective amulet. The next day, Kimona and the rebels keep an eye out. Another rebel drinking magic milk awakens the magician. He and Kimona both drink. After sipping magic milk, Kimona giggles. Kimona keeps talking oddly. After chattering, she notices a crowd. She knows they're soldiers. She warns the rebels to assault. They quickly fire big machine guns and powerful weaponry. Their victory was indeed a surprise. She can feel their desire for Colton. A member of Great Tiger Rebel quits. He resigns, pointing the revolver at the magician. That's when the magician reveals him his charm and promises him he'll never die. The magician ends the dispute and frees the rebel. Then he must face Kimona and see whether she follows. But Kimona refuses. The magician instructs her to leave the group. 3 witches died before Kimona because their lives were useless. Defending the Great Tiger Rebels is no longer possible. They both leave with a boat soon after. The magician asks Kimona to marry him. If someone asks Kimona to marry, she remembers what her father said. Kimona denies his offer and he must first provide her a white rooster. A white rooster is rare in their culture, therefore getting Kimona to say yes to the magician's request is impossible. The magician accepts Kimona's challenge to locate a white rooster. He travels to the neighboring town to steal the white rooster. The guy is unmoved by the magician's firearm since he is laughing so hard. He calls his wife to tell her that someone is looking for a white rooster. They laugh loudly. Angry, the magician storms out and decides to move. The magician is keen to find his own white rooster for Kimona. The magician continues his search for the white rooster, stopping in yet another town. The merchant, like the last couple, promises the magician that finding a white rooster is impossible. They don't have it either. After Kimona's challenge, the magician sets off to discover a chicken farm. The magician and Kimona then change clothes. The magician asks Kimona to marry him again. She needs a white rooster first. Kimona's father is lying and the white rooster does not exist. If Kimona persists, the magician will leave her. So the magician left. He's going to a railroad. Kimona soon follows. Kimona becomes weary and stops walking ahead of the magician. The magician discovers Kimona has left him and rushes to her near the railroad. The magician gets an idea when he sees a car. He approaches the vehicle and slams it. He plays the victim. The 2 men in the car yelling at him to halt. The magician continues urging them to pay up, but they refuse. He manages to keep the drama till other villagers see the incident and gives no choice for the 2 men and hands him the money and goes. Buying food and drink with the money. He searches for the white rooster. A guy knows where the white rooster is. They went to the village to buy it. The white rooster dealer, the maestro, tells the magician that this chicken is rare and expensive. Maestro orders the magician to catch the white rooster. The magician chases the rooster. Kimona gets the white rooster. She is eager to serve the magician, and they do so. Meanwhile, the magician brings Kimona to his uncle. They call him the butcher. His uncle greeted them with a frown, asking the magician if the was his over. Instead, the magician introduces Kimona to him as his wife. They share a sumptuous meal later that evening. The next day, the magician and Kimona begin working as oil extractors in the village. After their task, they proceed to the farm to gather additional raw materials for the oil extraction when the Great Tiger Rebels arrive. They want Kimona. WarWitch must be returned to the rebels by the general. They grab Kimona from the magician. Kimona refuses to murder the magician. In front of Kimona, the leader murders the magician. They kill the magician and take Kimona with them. The butcher removes his nephew from the scene. This time, Kimona is already 14 years old. She continues the battle with the Great Tiger Rebels against the government. She has become more fearless and tough. She vomits one day while fighting the government soldiers. She recalls the leader raping her and learning she is pregnant. Kimona lifts heavy objects for the rebels. The leader replaces her ex-wife with Kimona. After the leader's ex-wife died, he wanted a replacement. Kimona begins seeing her parents' spirits and experiencing nightmares after the magician is killed. She dreams about her parents ordering her to bury their corpses. She must break her ties with the leader before returning to her village. To execute her plan, she must become a thorn. She has a great idea. Kimona uses a fruit with a blade to trap the leader. She inserted it. She felt the leader will touch him at night, so she made this strategy. That night, the leader shows up drunk at their tent. In response to the leader's question, Kimona nods and wants to make love with the leader. The leader then touches Kimona and feels her. He slid inside Kimona and stuck his erection to her. As he does this, he discovers his manhood is bleeding. The plan works. She grabs something hard and smacks the leader. She then left the Great Tiger Rebels village. She sprints. Kimona has a strong stomachache. The cops catch Kimona after asking a local village for assistance. Her belly still hurts. The police assist her and free Kimona. He's preparing to drive Kimona to the hospital. But he changed his mind and asked Kimona. She wants to see the magician's butcher uncle. The police keep his word to Kimona. Upon arriving at the butcher's village, a woman manages to extract the fruit with a blade from Kimona. The woman tells Kimona that it is dangerous for her baby since it can cause suffocation. The butcher checks Kimona and asks to stay in the village. Kimona is like a daughter to the butcher and will teach her to run some errands. Kimona has nightmares again the following day. She accuses the woman of murdering the magician. If she does not return her gun, Kimona will murder her. Kimona's bulge grows larger with each passing day. Kimona flees, ashamed of her conduct. A boat takes Kimona to a remote place. Her stomach begins to crumble in pain. She just discovered she's in labor. In the end, it's Kimona who delivers the baby on her own. After she bathes and dresses her newborn, she heads home to fulfill her vow to her parents by burying them in a dignified manner. The movie ends with Kimona looking for her parents' remains. She digs a pit near their home to bury her parents' bones. She names her son Magician after her late husband. Kimona leaves the community and starts a new life. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this and to help the channel grow.